Why don't you think anybody at the higher level is listening to that and putting an emphasis on getting these police officers trained at a higher degree?
People on that higher level, you see, America is a very safe place. Now it's been a little different. Like New York is a completely different city.
Right.
The other day, I was driving to pick up a friend of mine right on 47th Street. He was waiting for me on the Diamond District. So as I'm driving, I see this young lady with a very short, very small shorts, holding 3 bags, and she was drunk, so she was wobbling the street. Normally in New York, I wouldn't mind. It wouldn't bother me at all, that situation for her. But for some reason, when I saw the streets, I pulled over immediately. I locked my car, but I left my car running. And I went to get a cab for her. I went to her and say, "Excuse me, honey, you know well to walk on the streets around at this time. I'm going to get the cab for you now. I'm going to take care of everything, and he's going to drop you home. He's going to take you home." She tried to get her phone. She almost fell. I said, "Sit here. Let me get a cab." It took me 10 minutes to get a cab. There was no cabs in the city. No police cars at all passed by, which was impossible in New York,
Right.
on the beginning of this year. So I finally got a cab. I put her in the cab. The guy charged me $100 to take her to Long Island. I gave him $120, and I said, "Look, knock at the door, put her inside her house. I took a picture of your license plate and I took a picture of you. I'm calling her tomorrow to make sure that she's fine, that everything is good." So they left. I jumped in. This time that I was there getting a cab for her, 3 times people came and checked my door, tried to open my door,
Wow.
the door of my car that was parked
Jeez.
across the street. 3 times. And this never happened before.
Yeah.
And I would scream at them. They go, "Oh, I'm sorry. They walk away."
Yeah.
So they thought that someone forgot the key
testing.
inside. They want to get the car and leave. So I jump in the car. I go pick up my friend. And when I got him, I said, "Man, what is this about?" It's the first time that I feel uncomfortable. I'm walking here and I felt this woman was in danger. I could see it.
Yeah.
And then he goes, "Renzo, the mayor just emptied the prison and filled it up
that's right.
2 hotels,
Yeah.
claiming the COVID danger. He filled up 2 hotels of people from the prison." When I told this to my wife, and he goes to me, "I'm not even walking around the street with a watch on it. I don't put a watch in my wrist. I'm afraid I'm going to get robbed here." So as I told my wife this, in 5 minutes, she sends me a newspaper page explaining who was on those hotels, who are the people that are on those hotels. It wasn't a regular drug dealer or someone who stole something that ended up in prison. It was only sexual offenders.
That's crazy.
So he filled it up. Yeah, they called the D2, I think, which is the most aggressive sex offender.
Yeah.
So they filled it up 2 hotels on 47th Street between 5 and 6, which is called the Diamond District, with rapists.
That's crazy.
With serious sex offenders. That's what they're doing on purpose, for sure. It's like you walk the streets
To
of New
save
York,
them.
you have homeless people everywhere. You know how many people ask you for a dollar or for money to eat? Or none. For sure, they're getting paid. They're getting paid to be there. That's what they are doing. They try to destroy and take Trump down. And unfortunately, they attack the police. They attack the police, and they're talking about the funding, putting the police down. The police is intimidated because they can do nothing.
Yeah.
The other day, I was walking the street. There was two police officers. One was a female. And this guy was going off, cursing at them, telling a bunch of things. As I'm coming by, I go, "Let's show some respect." And then they look at me like a little uncomfortable. And I go, "Officers, if you want to leave, this is my street. I will fix this dude. I'll make sure that he won't give you no problems anymore. You guys can go. I'll take care of the problem." And then the guy not even want to look at me,
Yeah.
And the officers were like, I said, "Just show respect because this is where I live. This is right next to my academy."
Yeah.
So the 2 more officers were coming. They look and go, "It's Renzo." I say, "How you doing, guys?" But that's what they are doing now. They're intimidated. They cannot even do what they do. They cannot even arrest people now. And you walking in New York is a mess. It's people offering you drugs on every corner. When did I expect to see that in the United States?